It's Monday, November 2nd, 2015, and this is What Did I Miss, the show that finds everything that was interesting on the internet today so that you don't have to. If you're new here, welcome to the show. If you've been here a while, thanks for sticking around. If you like what you see and want to show your support, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and please share the video with everyone you know. Without further ado, let's do this. The option of homeschooling your children seems to be more appealing to more parents across the United States. But in Austin, Texas, a family's in a legal battle because their children aren't learning anything. But the parents have a valid reason. The McIntyres put their children's learning on hold because they're awaiting to be transported to heaven with the second coming of Christ. That's right, they're waiting for the rapture. Here's what makes this case so interesting. They might have a valid argument, because prosecuting the parents under this reason may infringe upon their religious liberties. The parents are arguing that the district is bringing these charges against the parents because they're biased against Christians. May I remind you, this is in Texas. Texas doesn't require standardized tests for homeschooled children, which makes it near impossible to show progress or to enforce a standard of education. But this case may change all that. Halloween was this past weekend, and some people went a bit far with their Halloween costumes. I remember seeing stuff like Donald Trump and Caitlyn Jenner, but I bet none of those costumes shut down an entire army base. At Fort Bragg, a soldier was wearing a costume that when he attempted to get into a gate, prompted emergency services and shut the fort down. The soldier was dressed like a suicide bomber, complete with a simulated bomb vest. No one was hurt, but it prompted a message from the commander requesting that all officers in the future select a more appropriate costume. In Science's Awesome News! An undergraduate paleontology student found a dinosaur preserved with tail feathers and skin, which further strengthens the link between dinosaurs and birds. The bare skin that was preserved on this particular specimen was similar to that of an ostrich, presumably used for thermoregulation. This new specimen is one of 3 feathered specimens in the entire world. The feathers on the body are all but indistinguishable from those of modern-day birds. They also plan on studying the way that this particular specimen was excavated to help preserve specimens in the future. You've probably never heard the name Kirstie Ennis. You probably didn't know that she was a helicopter gunner for the United States Marines. And you likely didn't know that on June 23rd, 2012, her helicopter crash landed. A crash in which Kirstie lost half of her face, her jaw, smashed her legs and her arms, and caused brain and spinal damage. Miraculously, Kirstie has survived and was practically rebuilt by doctors under numerous surgeries. But they have made the recommendation that she amputate one leg. But Kirstie decided to wait until later on this year to complete that request, because Kirstie wanted to participate in the Walk for the Wounded. It's a 1,000-mile journey from the north of Scotland to London to raise money for injured veterans. Kirstie has walked alongside Prince Harry as part of her walking team. As part of the journey, Kirstie has been placing replica dog tags along her route. These are to commemorate the colleagues that she has lost. A final tag will be placed at Buckingham Palace. After completion of the walk, Kirstie will have the leg amputated. She understands that it will improve her quality of life, and she intends to have children in the future. If you thought the United Nations was an upstanding group of people whose sole dedication is to improve the world and its people, you might want to reconsider that. A report carried out by the UN Secretariat covering a period between July 2014 and June of this year tells the tales of various crimes that UN staff has been involved in. The report doesn't name staff members or nationalities or even where the crimes were committed. But the crimes include a long list of things that don't sound like things that people in the UN should do, such as receiving, storing, and disseminating child pornography, organization and transport of 173 kilos of marijuana, bringing a chainsaw on a passenger flight, staff members threatening to kill or arrange to kill the head of a mission. The best one was a staff member driving a tractor into the office of another staff member, with the intent of damaging the office and injuring the staff member's supervisor. But that one was dismissed, citing long-standing workplace-related issues. So the next time that you think that the UN is some of the best and brightest people in the world, not all of them are on the same page, especially Tractor Guy. And that's all I have for today. If you'd like to learn more about anything I talked about, links are in the description below. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and please share the video with everyone you know. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow when you ask yourself, What did I miss?